Seeing as how most movies that were supposed to release last year were pushed to this year, we basically have what feels like twice as many films coming out in 2021 as opposed to usual. Many of the films I'm looking forward to, I was also looking forward to last year. But of course, 19 buckets of COVID on the wall had to ruin it. These are my top 10 anticipated movies of 2021. But first, here are some honorable mentions. Black Widow, Matrix 4, Raya and the Last Dragon, Luca, Ghostbusters Afterlife, A Quiet Place Part 2, Cherry, Nobody, Uncharted, Fast and Furious 9, Free Guy, Last Night in Soho, and Venom Let There Be Blood. And now for the list. This is one where just the premise alone makes me excited about it. The Tomorrow War centers around a war set in the future where soldiers from the past are brought from the past to fight this war. I mean, that's just one hell of a concept. At first, I kind of had mixed feelings about Eternals. The MCU has shown to be great at taking properties we've never heard of and making them household names, and there's definitely potential to do the same here. I think what really got me interested is these new leaked Lego designs that gave me a taste for what this film would really be like. But as I do so often with the MCU, I'm willing to give this a chance. Literally everything I said about Eternals can be said about Shang-Chi. I'm a bit more excited for this simply because I really like the premise. Having a Marvel film taking on martial arts and featuring a character that has all types of fighting styles. Just in general, a Marvel film centered around Asian culture just seems so interesting. Now, I'm not excited for this film because I'm a huge Top Gun fan or anything, but mainly because I'm a huge Tom Cruise fan. The original Mission Impossible wasn't anything too amazing, but the series has evolved into something much greater, and so much of that is due to Tom's devotion to his films nowadays. Because of that, I believe Top Gun Maverick has so much potential to be even greater than the original. Speaking of sequels that'll be better than the original, The Suicide Squad serves as a soft reboot of the first film, basically trying to pretend like this piece of crap doesn't exist. I never thought I would be so excited for a sequel to Sewer Slide Squad, but with James Gunn directing, I can't see how this will fail. Daniel Craig's final portrayal as James Bond, No Time to Die was one of the first films to be delayed because of the corn plague, and for that I've been eagerly awaiting this. Hopefully it'll be more on the same level as Casino Royale and Skyfall rather than Quantum of Solace and Spectre, and considering some information about the film, maybe it won't be that, who knows. But either way, I'll still be watching this. Just as I said before, Mission Impossible has evolved into something legendary, with each film getting better and better. Fallout easily being my favorite of the series. From what I know, both this and the 8th film are planning to be finishing off the franchise in what's basically a two-parter, so hopefully this series can end with a bang. I gotta say, I'm really weirded out by this film. The news we've been getting is getting completely out of hand. For all the characters that's going to be in it, so far there's Doctor Strange, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, Kirsten Dunst's Mary Jane, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, Emma Stone's Gwen Stacy, Jamie Foxx's Electro, Alfred Molina's Doc Ock, Thomas Hayden Church's Sandman, Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin, Charlie Cox's Daredevil, and quite possibly Tom Hardy's Venom. Am I missing anyone? Admittedly, this is very out of hand, and I honestly hope it's not too overwhelming. But even still, if all these news are in fact true, this is going to be a groundbreaking superhero film that I absolutely cannot wait for. Now look, I've never read the book or watched the original movie, don't worry, I will be getting to that, yet I'm still very much looking forward to this. The thing that I hope most for this film is that it makes the money it needs to. Denis Villeneuve is a very talented director, and I don't want this to flop like his other sci-fi blockbuster Blade Runner 2049. Dune deserves to be a franchise, and I want more than ever for this film to be great and to succeed. Yep, I'm a fanboy. To be fair, at this point, I'm almost unconvinced that this movie even exists. It was supposed to come out in March of last year, but was delayed not because of corn plague, but just because. Then it was delayed again because of corn plague. And barely any footage has been seen of it. Even as a Godzilla fan, Godzilla King of the Monsters still had its problems I hope this film can overcome. But again, I barely know anything about it, and it's kind of a shame this isn't getting more attention. It's literally the two most famous movie monsters fighting, and people are more excited about whatever this is. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching Godzilla vs. Kong, and most of all, to watch these legends fight on the big screen and not on HBO Max. Well, that's about it, everyone. Sorry if the film that you're most looking forward to isn't on this list. I just happen to have a better taste in film than you do. Here's to a bright year for not just cinema, but things in general. Yeah, who am I kidding? We're all gonna die.